everybody, I'm back again. Margarita's raw chef journey, and I'm going to continue with the entree. You saw the two desserts, and now you're going to experience a raw pad thai that is to die for. And I only made this amazing tamarind sauce for the pad thai, which was made from real tamarind paste, soaked in water, and then I just mashed it with my hands, and I got out a lot of the seeds and squeezed out the fiber, and used all of the juice and the soft mash in the actual sauce, which is the way it's meant to be made. It's heavenly. A little bit of, I used almonds this time, so I wanted an almond-based tamarind sauce, a little bit of cashew. I know you want the creaminess, the olive oil, the sesame oil, the tomato, the garlic, that's a given, the salt and the coriander, and I've got some fresh cilantro from my very own garden. Check out that beautiful stock that I just cut, and it'll be topped with some very, very raw, unpasteurized almonds, which I will chop up very finely, probably when we get there, so that we don't have to get soggy or anything like that. We're going to use a lot of fresh lime. Oh, I got more fresh lime. I got a whole basket of fresh limes, so always keep limes and lemons handy. Fresh garlic, of course. I've got sun-dried tomato, which I got today from the Italian wholesaler, which makes imports the best sun-dried tomatoes from Italy, from Spain. And so I'm going to first start off with the base of the pad thai, which is noodles. And you don't use noodle. We're going to use a zucchini noodle. And you stick that into a spiralizer. And go to town. Go to town with the spiralizing. It's incredible how amazing it looks, and people are just wowed by the flavor. So, zucchini is very wet. And there's a lot of like a weird, like from green zucchini, a little bit of weird juice that comes out of there, a little bit of gel, like slimy, but it's only in the bigger zucchinis. So I find when I get the small zucchinis, I don't have this kind of problem. But the big ones, yeah, I got a big one. That's what happens when you get the big zucchini. And sometimes it takes a while for it to take hold in this spiralizer, but eventually it gets there. And as you can see, it's coming right through the middle. You'll see like a piece of the middle of the zucchini come out, and we don't eat that with the pad thai. I'll save it for later. We're just dipping with carrot sticks and celery sticks into one of my nacho cheese. Right? So nice. Spiralizing. It's all in the wrist, people. And you can crank it out on some of those big machines, but I really prefer this. It's a space saver and goes just as fast or as slow as the other machine. So nothing changes. You'll see how the zucchini middle just comes right through. And you just keep spinning it. Get the middle part out of this spiral. There we go. Since it's two of us eating. And I'm going to add some gorgeous green onion, which I picked up yesterday. These scallions came from Dufferin Grove Farmers Market, just freshly picked yesterday. And I'm probably going to try my hand at spiralizing the cucumber. And I also got some beautiful baby carrots today, which I will not spiralize because that would be really possible. I'm so hard on the hands. I'm going to just use a peeler for that and just make some very thin strips. So as you can see, the middle really comes out. In this spiralizer, which I'm almost at the end of. Now I can put my lid, which makes it a little easier to hold at the end of the process. And twist because it's got a handle. Put my fingers around and my thumb around it. And it's almost like it just closes the lid. It makes it easy at the very, very end. Do those last bits. Take that out of the middle. You don't need it for this pad thai anyway. And I'm going to try my hand at, I don't know, how will it taste? But I'm going to peel the cucumber. I've never tried it, but it'll definitely make it juicy and crispy, along with the carrot. So maybe make a bit of a rainbow colored pad thai. So I got the sort of white and yellow, and then I'm going to have with the green, sorry. Add the pale green of the cucumber and add the orange to the of the carrot. Let's see what happens. Now, does it work with cucumber? Let's find out. It's an experiment. Okay, it's coming through. It makes things super juicy. Now it's an English cucumber, so it's not the one that's like really super seeded and juicy in the middle, because those would be a really bad cucumber to use in this. Otherwise, you're gonna have so much juice in the pad thai that you're not gonna taste the tamarind sauce. So definitely a really thick English cucumber without too many of the seeds in it seems to do the trick. And it still kind of comes out in the middle anyway, so a lot of those seeds will be extracted from the cucumber spirals. And we're almost there. I almost want to start with the top of it, but it won't let me. It's the love of the food. You put up with a lot of the labor of it. But you know, it's not that much of a labor for me when I consider how much fun it is to put it all together, and all the joyful smiles and all that, like the vibrant electricity from the food you're eating. It's just well worth it. And I've got some of the extra juice, which I'm going to pour out. We'll need extra juice. I got this cucumber middle, which I will also pull out. We'll use that for dipping, like in a crudité sort of platter. And that's the last of the cucumber spiral. So that experiment seemed to work out okay. I can give some of this cucumber to the dog, who's been begging at my feet non-stop. And now on to try a bit of the orange factor in this dish. Put some of these extra ends and middles away and peel up some beautiful carrot. They're so tiny. Oh, you have to see what I bought with this actual bunch of young like baby carrots. I got the babiest carrot I've ever seen in my life. It's so cute. So yes, I had to buy that particular bunch. Not that I'm going to put it in the pad thai, but I'm going to eat that straight up. So I ripped off the tops, and I'm going to just simply, you know, I got the baby carrots because they're going to be sweeter, and we don't want thick peels of it in the pad thai either. So for two reasons, and I think that works out beautifully for a pad thai, to have that extra color. It's never really, I mean, some recipes do ask for carrot, but not ones that I've seen, so probably exists. And I'm just going to peel off the bottom parts as well. And I'm going to just peel it right into, I can show you what I'm doing here. Peel it right into the pad thai itself. Don't worry if you lose a few strands, that's okay. You're just going for color and extra flavor and an extra crunch, right? Gonna pack a little extra crunch. Got a few more I could probably put in here. I don't want to overload it, but I think like 2 or 3 of these long carrots are gonna be good. This one hasn't been peeled on the outside yet. Just do that. Get some of that going in there. They're so thin it's hard to hold after a while. It's beautiful color. Like it's really, I'm experimenting with different things and I think it's working out really nicely. Getting in that extra color. I'm not going to show you all the finishing touches. You've seen the almonds are going to go on top. They're going to be chopped up. They're also in the tamarind sauce itself. There's going to be some sliced up limes as well. Like probably just quartered limes in there, and to top it up with a few sprigs of cilantro, which is going to be like the finishing touch. I love me some cilantro. It's funny how people are saying that you love it or hate it, but I just absolutely love cilantro. I don't know how anybody could hate cilantro. It's an incredible herb. I can put it in Thai dishes. I can put it in Mexican, South American dishes. I can make a pesto out of it. So yeah, so you can make a cilantro pesto. I mean, so Italian dishes. And it's like so versatile, and people just don't, they either love it or hate it. Some people are saying, and they get quite a, ooh. They really, when they don't love cilantro, they really don't love it. So, not too much, you know, like I said, for color. We've got some extra carrots for crudité, along with the other goodness we had. Cucumbers and zucchini. Center bits. And moving on to the last color we use in our pad thai, and that's red. And who has a pad thai without a splash of red pepper, right? I don't think anyone has. No way. It's always come with red pepper in the cooked version, so why not in the uncooked, right? So I've got a little bit of that. Red pepper going, and in very, get rid of the seeds, very thin slivers. Again, we're not trying to make a noodle out of it, but it's a noodle dish, right? So it's very much about keeping things cut small and thin in a noodle type way for the rest of the dish. You know, you don't want to overpower the dish either with too much of one vegetable. So that's also a good reason to keep it really, really thin. As you can see, like it's super thin. Not paper thin, but it's noodle thin. And I don't want to have a mishap with my finger again. That already happened 3 weeks ago with a very juicy lettuce mix. And cut off a bit of my finger, it's going to grow back. It's the nail. The nail's already growing back. The beautiful thing about being detox and being so clean, I honestly did not bleed for longer than 2 minutes, and then like a couple of days later, it was already starting to heal. Like that's how fast things go when your body is clean and alkaline and has very little to worry about, so it can focus on the little things like kitchen mishaps. So it's going to look like this. Take out some of those pepper seeds. It's got a lot of color. There's the light green, there's the orange, there's the red, and there's the dark green with the zucchini. And that's not the end of our dark greens. We still have one more, which are so beautiful, and they add us such a nice flavor. Are these gorgeous? And I'm not telling you this like for fun. This is a really unusual for this sort of the city. You have green onions this beautiful because they always get them from the grocery store and they look colorful and they look too big, and they definitely don't have these closed ends, that are really from a garden. That's what it's fresh. They were literally just picked from a garden yesterday when I picked them up. That end can go. And having those fresh green bits and a little bit of that white curry creates a real flavor. Like it's not, these are baby ones, right? So it's not so spicy. It's the real flavor of scallion. Keep my finger out of the way, even though my finger's already healing. Like it's super healing. Like it's just a little bit was cut off the nail, and it's already healing like mad. Like I couldn't even find out where the actual accident happened. I have to look really closely. So we gotta be very careful cutting scallions. And I have a very, very sharp knife. And that goes right on top, which I will not stir until the time that we eat. Because I'm going to also pour on the beautiful tamarind sauce, which I eat with a spoon. Literally, I eat that with a spoon without any pad thai. It's that good. And my friends came over for a dinner party 2 weeks ago, and I gave them a little sample of that after dinner because we had extras left over in the fridge of just the sauce, and she's handing it over to her partners. Like, you gotta try this right now. You gotta try this. So I'm not just speaking for myself here. I have a lot of pepper left over, so I don't know. I'm gonna save that for a pepper sauce, and maybe if it's like if the weather gets really nice, chilled red pepper soup, like a gazpacho, but with beefsteak tomatoes and red pepper and jalapeno and some white Vidalia onions, something sweet to balance it out. Who knows? But I've got that left over. And guys, I don't want to go over too late, so you will always remember to squeeze lots of lime in there. Put some quartered on top so people can choose on their own if they want to, but I know for myself and my partner, we like the lime. We're going to chop up these raw unpasteurized almonds and put them on top. Those gorgeous cilantro from the garden. And from the fridge, we've got... Oh, did I throw out my beautiful? Nope, I did not. From the fridge, we've got the actual tamarind deliciousness, which I chilled. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I came up with a huge batch of it. I decided to double up the recipe. This is the tamarind sauce. I've got 2 containers. I always keep in the glass. And oh my god, I just want to get a spoon right now. That's going to go in the pad thai and, stir it up really, really well. and serve it with your toppings that I talked about, and you're going to be good. It's going to be good for a raw pad thai. So guys, that's my demo for most of this particular recipe, and I hope you enjoy. And it's Friday, and it's summer solstice, and I am so happy. Nothing can get me down today. I've been commissioned to make these lovely raw desserts, which really gets me motivated to do things and get my butt in gear and try new recipes. The Black Forest cake recipe came right out of my noggin, so I'm sorry I can't give you like a sheet and a recipe of it. It's really just a base of the hazelnuts and dates and the usual filling, but I actually, instead of cashew, I put almonds and cashew filling with the coconut oil as always, and instead of vanilla extract, the cacao nibs, because it's a chocolate base and not a vanilla base, and maple syrup, I guess, a little bit of that, not too much. And the topping, as you know, all those gorgeous sweet cherries with maple syrup, and then I showed you how I made the topping. And have an amazing weekend. I love you all. I hope you try some of these recipes at home, and let me know if you want to know more. There'll be more coming. But if you have any special requests, just let me know on this channel or on my Instagram at Nirvana_healing foods. Talk to you soon.